somebody new enters the chat. Let's see here.
Hello.
Hello. Glad you found the place. Welcome to the dining hall.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. These are the interns I was telling you about. We're just doing a quick briefing before everyone heads out. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Macaroon Dunbar. And Macaroon is like 2'7", really short little gnome. Dressed in a button-down shirt with a tie. He has a backpack and there's a little bird sitting on his shoulder.
So, do you have all your equipment, Macaroon?
I didn't get like a list of stuff I would need, but I packed what my mom gave me.
Well, I'm sure she wouldn't leave you so unprepared. If there's anything else you need, we'll find it for you. Would you perhaps care for some breakfast? Robo Chef over here can whip you up almost anything.
No, I'm good. I ate already. Thank you though.
No problem. And please meet the rest of your adventuring companions for today. Please introduce yourself, Intern D.
Like I just say, like I'm intern D.
Yep, you can tell. Yeah, you're Intern D. You can give your name, maybe a little bit of a description of what you might look like, what a little bit about your character, what kind of how do you look? What's your image? What kind of guy are you?
All right, I'm intern D or David. I'm like the fighter type guy, but I don't know what the thing's called.
It's fine. A fighter or warrior.
Fighter, warrior. I look like kind of like Yoda.
Like the Yoda of the group.
Flaming sword.
Oh, that's super cool.
All right.
What?
Is the sword hot?
When it gets on fire, it's pretty hot.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
General Declan gestures towards you, Intern D2. I'm going to start out by giving you a bonus gold coin for sitting up tall in that King Arthur position. You get +1 gold, and please introduce yourself.
All right, I'm intern D2. I'm just look like a normal human, you know, brown hair and the like. And the most defining thing about me is the fact that I have a trident on my back that looks like it was stuck in the ocean for like 100 years.
Oh.
Got barnacles and stuff all over it.
And last but not least, please introduce yourself, Intern J.
Yeah, I'm Intern J. I'd say like a fairly young copper dragonborn. My weapon of choice is a maul. You know, it's like a really big warhammer. I kind of prefer to not kill people, but like I still really think weapons and stuff are cool. Yeah.
Outstanding. So the party comes together. Such a classic. So we're here to investigate the rumors. As you know, Macaroon, we've got a few missing people from Misty Meadows. It's over on the far side of Aeronoth. So we'll do a quick share of our map, take a look at where we're going, see if there's anything else you need before you head out. So down here, we are playing in the world of Matt Click's Aeronoth. Aeronoth, here we go. The Bard's College located here on the island of Haldrathene. This is where we are currently located. We will be sailing through the Kazran Sea, down and across and up to Misty Meadows. You've heard a little bit about it before. A gold mining town known for gentle mist and some nasty tar pits. Indeed. So this is our map. You can see that. That's available for reference if you ever need it. Now, is there anything else you'd like to do before departing?
Is there like an almanac? Like, is there a farmer's almanac in the library we could use to like look up weather and stuff about this place?
Ah,
Good idea.
I see. You're thinking and planning ahead. I like that. Head to the library, see what you can find. And if you don't need anything else, I suggest you head out with all due haste. No further delay. These missing townsfolk won't find themselves, if you know what I mean. So all you need to do is head down towards the library. Would you guys like to go? You ready?
Yes. I'm just checking
Yeah.
my so
All right. So you enter in here. You guys leave behind the dining hall and finish up those scrambled eggs and cheese. You come in here and enter the library. At first, it seems totally empty. You see there are a few things that are bustling and moving around. You take a closer look, you can tell there's actually a fleet of unseen servants hard at work here, shuffling the books back and forth, reorganizing, keeping everything neat and tidy. Macaroon, would you care to make a request for one of the unseen servants?
Yeah. Hi. Do you have like almanacs for? And I have already forgotten the name of the town we're going to. That's good. That's a good start for me. I made
Well,
it this far.
can any of the companions help him out?
is
Where
there
are we
like
going?
Like the library?
We are at the library.
Is it like Mist Vale? Is that it? Or is it close? I don't. Oh my god.
I thought it was Misty Meadows.
Oh, Misty Meadows.
Oh. I should pay attention or write this down.
Misty Meadows. So they shuffle around, come back. You are then presented with a kind of history book about some of the small towns of Aeronaut. Would you like to open it?
Absolutely. Is there any
So-
kind of folklore about the town in this book?
As you reach out to open up this book, someone new speaks. Don't touch the books. You'll get them dirty.
I just washed my hands.
It doesn't matter. Don't touch.
Okay.
I will help you. I am the Archmage. What information are you looking for?
Just like stuff about Misty Meadows. It's like a small town we're going to.
So she speaks to you. Now you get a look at what the Archmage looks like. Misty Meadows. Vaguely rings a bell. Let's see what this book has to say. And she's using her mage hand to flip some of the pages open, and you find, there is a bit of background information for you available. Misty Meadows has been a small town. It's only been around maybe like 50 or so years. You know, the records are not exact. It hasn't been around a very, very long time, but the town kind of came about after they discovered some gold. There is a gold mine next to this strange but naturally occurring like tar pit. That's what the town is famous for. There is a gold mine, and next to it there are tar pits.
Oh, tar pit. Okay.
And the town grew up around that based on the money that they made mining the gold. Right, the gold mining town of Misty Meadows. So it's famous for its mist, just kind of this gentle mist that's always present. No one's sure exactly why or what's going on there, but you know, it's like a pleasant little quaint small town known for gold mining. And then she flips, says, "Not this one. I'll be right back." And she leaves. You're left alone for just a moment there. And
I touched the book.
And after that, she returns. Well, I see. As I suspected. Misty Meadows. There's no easy way to tell you this, so I'll just tell you. About 1,000 years ago, the Convocation entombed a powerful lich in Misty Meadows, or what would once become the town of Misty Meadows. But around that area, about 1,000 years ago, there existed a powerful lich, Lich, named Vorgel Drakus. A being of incredible power. He turned himself undead in order to preserve his life. Made a foul bargain. Because he transferred his soul into some other item. Let's see, the record here is incomplete. We don't seem to know what it is. But that is referred to as his phylactery. It's a kind of, for out-of-game reference, if you've seen Harry Potter, this is just like Voldemort, who created a Horcrux, right? It's a special item that he used to capture part of his soul. And that is how he is undying. Vorgel Drakus could not be defeated. He was effectively immortal as long as his phylactery was intact. The book further explains that he was entombed 1,000 years ago by members of the Convocation, headquartered in the floating islands of Viator. And that rings a bell. Of course, you know, the Convocation is still around. It's like the Jedi Order of this world. There are members of the Convocation, and you know that General Declan is a member of the Convocation. He serves under the Warden. The Convocation is known for its 3 branches. There's basically the warrior branch, the military branch, the healing branch, and the ambassador branch. So all members of the Convocation fall somewhere under those 3 branches. And the Convocation entombed Vorgel Drakus, dropped him somewhere, perhaps in the tar pits. It's not very clear. They must have buried him somewhere, and he was forgotten long, long, long ago. That's what you've learned.
Oh, we also came to like figure out what like the climate was. Is there like any is it just mist or like?
Yeah, it can get a little bit hot, you know. It's pretty close to the shoreline, so you've got the usual sea breeze and the land breeze, that kind of thing. So there are some currents, and it is peculiar because the mist is it's a strange part of the weather patterns there, because it's been around as long as anything. You know, it's one thing to just like, yeah, it tends to get kind of foggy. I don't know, but it's just foggy and misty all the time. So, thank you for visiting the library. Are you all interns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, new policy. Interns are not allowed to check out books from the library anymore. Do not touch the books.
Oh,
Do not try to check them out. We will take care of that for you. Checking
Any
out
reason?
books is for adventurers, full-fledged members of the Bard's College. It is my responsibility to maintain this library, and that's exactly what I'll do.
Fair
we
enough.
are adventurers.
Your interns. You'll be an adventurer one day soon enough, assuming you don't
Oh,
perish. So, if there's not anything else, I've got much work to do.
yeah. Thank you for your help.
She nods. Thank you for saying thank you. Good day. And she kicks you all out of the library. Unseen servants all over the place. You get, an invisible escort. So we come back. You're here at the Bard's College. Like so, on the island of Haldrathine. Without any further ado, are you
When we
guys
come out,
ready?
Macaroon's holding his backpack and he goes, "Guys, I took a book. I don't know what it is, but I took a book."
That could end poorly, but what's the book about?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
What's the cover thing say?
I pull the book out of my bag.
Okay, so you grab a book, a random book off the shelf, or the one that you asked about earlier?
If as an unseen servant walked by, I sort of just borrowed one off the top.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So this is Organizations of Aeronaut.
Ooh.
Is that where we're going, right? Or is
A complete
Misty Meadows
list.
and Aeronaut?
Yes, Aeronaut is the name of the full continent that you're on. So this is a book that details existing organizations, just like the Convocation and the Bard's College and other things like that, something that you can join, right? It's like a club or membership,
Yeah.
You've
Is-
also heard of the Catsassins Guild,
Oh yeah,
for example, that is detailed
I
in
remember that.
the book that
Is-
that you have, Macaron. Go ahead.
Is General Declan's being a part of the convocation? Was it public knowledge, or is that something that they have discovered on their own?
It's not a secret. He is basically taking a sort of a leave of absence. It's kind of like a special assignment. It's more like a special assignment to help teach and guide some of the interns here in he teaches weightlifting, strength, and armed combat to the interns. So he's in charge of the weight room and also weapons training. He's like the master at arms for the interns.
So he's a gym coach.
Gym coach / master at arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
100% correct. He's
Um,
wearing sweats. You saw him in the dining hall. You see, like, instead of his usual, like, he's a knight in shining armor, shield, and a mace. But you see him, he's over there. He's like wearing his sweats.
He's
He's
got a-
eating breakfast, steak, and eggs.
whistle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a little stopwatch.
All right. Well, do you guys think he might know someone that could answer some questions about the Lich?
We can ask Mad Mel because I don't know. Mad Mel knows a lot about a bunch of random things throughout the island, and if Mad Mel doesn't know, the crew might, because there's a lot of people in the crew. But to be warned, there's like a monkey named like Sylvester, I think, or what was it?
Sugvira.
Sylvira that like tries to steal your stuff.
Oh,
So
stealing.
like, Don't let it steal your stuff. And if you
I
do,
say-
you could trade food for it.
I say stealing's wrong as I stick the stolen book back into my backpack.
You
Excellent.
borrowed it though.
Yeah, borrowed is
We're gonna-
is the word I'm going to use when I get caught.
Exactly. Because we're gonna bring it back.
Right.
All right. Excellent work, everybody, for your role play and for sitting up. Everybody, all 4 of you, take +1 gold coins, and you guys can, you're on the shore of the island here, and you see familiar large pirate ship approaching. All right, record your gold real quick. Let's see what that looks like right now. And the familiar voice, he's on the edge of the seat. He's got there, he puts right there, little Captain Morgan for you. Hi, lads. Welcome aboard yet again. We're off for an adventure. Yo ho ho. Hee hee hee. Come on board the Siren's Regrets. So he welcomes each and every one of you back on board. You do see a pet monkey on his shoulder, and you're welcomed by this motley crew. And you see next to him is another gnome with a kind of bulbous shaped nose. Oh yeah, guys, welcome back. Oh, I'm so excited about this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come on in and oh wait a minute. Who are you? He's pointing at you, Macaroon.
I was going to ask you the same question. There's only one short person allowed on a mission. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Stay out of my way, huh? I'm the first mate.
I don't trust you at all. Not because you're a
Okay,
pirate, but because you're a
don't
gnome.
fight.
Both of you
Oh.
sound like Mickey Mouse.
That was not intentional.
I don't know who that is, but it sounds like he's got a pretty cool voice. I'll tell you what. You stay out of my way, short guy. We'll just take you where you need to go. All right.
I think
but
I'm
don't
like
get-
at least a quarter of an inch taller than you are.
Look, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. But
I mean, I have seniority.
I'm the first mate. You're not
Not
going to
for
take
long.
my job.
I'm already
I-
taller.
I'm a sailor.
God.
I have sailing skills, and there's no way that you can tie the sailing knots as good as me. I've got
I'm very
sailing
personable,
experience.
though. I'm very personable. People like me,
All right, well, that's fine. That's a totally different skill set. You know what I
which
mean?
is what a
That's-
person needs to have. I'm sure the captain's good at sailing.
Look, I'm just trying to say that you're never going to be a part of this crew. All right, get it straight. There's one gnome on this ship.
For
All right.
now, it's a 2-gnome
Yeah.
ship.
No, it's a one gnome ship. Right, Captain? Hey. We'll see what happens, lads. Look out. So, where are we going?
Misty Meadows.
Oh, Misty Meadows. You see, of course, the beautiful ship as you get on board. You start to hear a strange, haunting song, a kind of strange
forgot what the
melody.
name-
Wasn't there before. And
His name was
the name of
the Ghost.
Oz, a
Ooh.
ghost.
Oh,
You
it's
must
like-
be talking
it's
about
like
the
I-
ship's captain. I'm sorry. You must be talking about the ship's doctor.
Yeah.
Do you need to speak to a doctor? Are you hurt?
No, I was just remembering a familiar person.
Oh yeah, he's busy down below deck. He's doing doctor stuff, but he's there. That's Davignon.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Did
He
anyone
sounds
have any
different.
information on
What do
Misty
you
Meadows?
want to know? Misty Meadows. Huh.
They're not really particularly.
He
Misty
looks at the
Meadows, but
captain.
Lich.
Okay, so when you say the word lit, the entire crew goes like white, like a ghost. Like, what? Did you? What? Why do you want to know about a lich? What do you mean?
Because there's like missing people that we're supposed to get from Misty Meadows, I think 4, and we learned from the library that there was like this like undead thing that sold its like soul for infinite living.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, isn't it? Short stuff.
How dare you? My mom says I'm average height.
Your mom's a liar.
Son of a. So, hey, quiet the two of you, or I'll make you walk the plank. And the captain starts to talk to you, answer some of your questions. He activates a magic ring, creates a gust of wind, and starts to breathe out. We ain't got time for this. The ship sets sail, cutting through the water towards Misty Meadows. So, Misty Meadows, not too long ago, we had another crew on board. We were supposed to take them to Misty Meadows. I'm going to level with you. I didn't have time for that. And I had to go see my lady. And, this trip's going to take a while. So this other crew, they were going to Misty Meadows, actually. But I dropped them off, closer to the Shade Vale. Was a much quicker trip. So somebody else already went there. They probably already took care of it.
I think that's who we're looking for. How many people were in that crew?
4 or 5. I think there might have been 5. So we dropped them off and, let them on their way. They did their usual thing, they had their mission. I didn't really pick them up or anything like that, actually. I guess I've never really seen them since. Not sure what happened to them, really.
I'm just confused.
But they were going to Misty Meadows. Say again?
It says we're looking for 4 people.
Well, out of game, you're not looking for any particular number of people. You're not sure. It's just missing people. That's the rumor.
Oh, I thought it was like a number. Okay.
The crew that was dropped off was going to go look for those missing people as well?
Well, they didn't tell me exactly what they were doing. They just had some sort of mission, but yeah, that was probably it. That's probably it. That's what most, they just look like a crew of adventurers. They're going on some sort of quest, some sort of adventure thing, who knows? They're probably looking for gold.
How many people have you taken there that you haven't seen since?
Well, definitely them, I gotta say, most of the time. And the ship is continuing sailing through. You guys are making progress here. And well, to be honest, in terms of interns and ferrying back and forth, I see you guys more than anybody else. It was kind of a welcome sight, actually. I'll try to think. Let's see here. I'll tell you what. There was one of them was a dragon person. Did you know that? A dragon man. Very rare, special, strong. But other than that, they just look like their usual crew coming from the college, going on a quest, and we got them where they were trying to go. That's my job. That's what I get paid for. I get a handsome coin ferrying the crew back and forth. Do you have any other interesting questions? I think we'll be getting to the destination soon enough. And if anybody else, you could see like here, they're using the wind to fill the sails and accelerate the ship. Anything else? Come this way. Do me a favor, Josh. Could you point towards the, yeah, there we go.
Sorry.
We're approaching. Any last comments, questions, concerns?
What does the lich look like?
The what?
The lich.
I don't know.
The lychee? I think it's a berry.
Oh, I love berries.
lychee.
Yes. Lychee, yes. Bring some lychee berries back for my pet monkey, and I'll give you a gold coin.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the captain
it.
doesn't know anything about the lich that you're talking about, but you saw the reaction that they had. It's like
Well, if they had a
he
reaction,
who
it
shall
must have
not be
something.
named. Oh, it means something. I mean, you're talking about. I mean, I would say, Daniel, you have heard as a mage, you've heard legends of very powerful magic users. Only the most powerful level of wizards and sorcerers and other magic users can even attempt to become a lich. And even then, it's not guaranteed. It's possible that you will die in the process. Something can go wrong, but you know, you're a little bit more familiar with that process, and as well as you are, Macaroon.
Excuse me. So
Yes.
this thing is undead, right?
What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, they're undead.
So do we know if it's like a ghost or if it's more like a zombie or something like that?
It's kind of like imagine a dead body. You know, like a drone. Imagine its soul. So its soul's an object, and it's controlling the body from elsewhere.
Okay. Interesting.
So
Yes.
the object's okay. It can pretty much live.
Yeah, so out of game, for that reference again, this is where, you know, you picture somebody like Voldemort. Does that answer your question, Josh?
Yeah, I think so.
Right on. You guys are approaching, you see the shoreline. Everybody roll mind. Roll mind, check out your stats. Don't forget to add your modifier.
19 total.
Let's see here, 19 total. Ayo. We're gonna reach the shoreline here.
My total is 8.
Okay.
1 second. You said it mind?
Mhm. Yep.
I rolled very well. I rolled a 6.
Outstanding. Daniel?
Mistake.
I got 19 total. I got 17 plus 2.
19. Was that yours, David? 19 as well?
Yeah.
All right. So, aye, lads, good luck on your mission. We'll be, don't take too long. I want to go see my lady again, so we got to get back. But I'm getting paid well enough. We'll keep the ship within sight. Send a signal when you're ready. We'll come pick you up when you're done. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
So they drop you off at the shore. And the first thing you guys see as you're headed towards Misty Meadows is carnage. You see dead bodies. Dead bodies. And it's perfectly clear these
Everybody's
bodies have been eaten by some sort of monster. Some creature or several creatures, you don't know. It looks like there was a fight. There's signs of struggle, and you see several. You see 5. You can make out. There's clearly that. You look at the bones. You know, you can tell there's 5 bodies. One of which was some sort of dragon person. There are scales, and one of which is at least also short, but maybe a little bit taller than you, Macaroon. The others look about medium average height for a human or an elf, something like that. But there are 5.
So that was the 5 people that died. Okay.
Can
Well,
I look closer at the bones to see if there's any like marks that might indicate what killed them?
Yeah, so I'm gonna use I'm gonna call that same roll as it's spotting it from afar, but that's effectively you're investigating. And it seems like some kind of beast that has almost like a kind of beak. Looks like something,
So like a large bird, perhaps.
Perhaps a large bird, something like that. Looks like feasted on the 5.
Okay.
Can I look at the bodies to see if I can identify like where this thing attacked them, so we might know like what to expect if we happen to encounter it?
Yes, you'd like to know where. Say that again.
I'd like to know like where on what part of the body it targets when it tries to kill something.
Oh yes, you're not sure exactly where the final blow was, but after they were killed, it's a little hard to say because the creatures were allowed to feast on the bodies, and so there's just some carnage remaining and some bones, a little bit of meat on the bones, but something.
I wanted to like see if I could identify any point where it like almost always tries to attack, kind of like how like tigers and stuff like attack the neck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can tell there's certain areas that for the killing blow, there are of course vital organs, that you've been targeted, your head, your neck, your heart, and center mass, and things like that. Yeah, this was not a friendly experience, that's for sure. It was some sort of vicious attack. The 5 of them were there, and I'll tell you what, it seems like there's enough in fact, there's enough chaos. You're not totally sure if it was maybe one, like maybe it's like one big powerful creature, or maybe it was several. You really can't tell.
Macaroon is looking for sea glass. That's what I think my 6 gets me. I think I'm trying to find like sea glass, seashells, that kind of stuff.
I could see. Yeah, that's a great priority. You find some sea glass. It's like teal.
Yes.
Add that to your inventory if you wish.
I will. It's going to go on a necklace.
And now you guys see there is an amulet that you find, David. You were the first to find an amulet near one of the bodies, possibly was wearing it, but it strikes you that they weren't robbed because somebody obviously would have taken the amulet.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting there. And you guys see there's a pathway forward towards the town. If you guys want, you can, at this point, it's really a matter of, there's a pathway that's leading towards the mines of Misty Meadows. And there's another pathway that leads towards the tar pits and going through, oh, did we lose Evan? My main man. Although, oh, no, it's confusing because of your phone is still in here. Hopefully it'll pop on in a second. Right when you need them. So you can head towards the mines or towards the tar pits. And on the other side of the tar pits is the town. That's something you're able to look at in the book in the library as well.
Let's go towards the tar pits so we can go to the town.
Excuse me.
You want to grab the amulet?
Yeah.
Okay. You grab the amulet. Add that amulet into your inventory, Daniel.
Excuse me. You
What's
think
that?
real quick, I could look at the remains of the one who appears to be a dragonborn, so I can like see if I can identify the color of the scales. So that might help us better understand.
Absolutely. Yes, should have mentioned that earlier. The scales appear kind of blue tint,
Okay,
kind of azure scales for the Dragonborn. Good question.
got it.
However, that is interesting. You do realize you've seen also in that book the dragon kind. They do have their own clan. There is a clan of dragonkin, and that is listed as one of the organizations of Aeronoff. Right? Tip for the library book there.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys how you want to play it now. So David already had an idea, but it's up to you how you want to play it out, right? You've got the mines and the tar pits towards the town.
I was gonna send my bird to try to fly ahead and sort of fly over to town, see if it can see any people.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a little scout. Interesting. So you have this small little bird and it flies away from you. You send it towards the town, right?
That's where I would send it, unless anyone has any better suggestions.
That's a good idea.
Okay, now it's traveling towards the town. Can you see through the eyes of your familiar?
In the spell in like 5th edition, you can, but I'm gonna leave that
Okay.
up to you. I don't even know if this bird is my familiar.
Yes, basically, if you want to activate that, it'll cost you 1 gold. But otherwise, you could just have the bird come out and the bird come back, and then the bird's going to squawk at you. Or do you want to like actually see what the bird sees?
I think I'm gonna actually try to see what the bird sees. I'll go ahead and mark off one.
Boom,
gold.
mark off. Awesome. 1 gold down. So the bird, you in your mind's eye, maybe you sit down and your eyes go white, as you embody this creature, and it flies out, comes over some nasty tar pits. There's some rickety looking bridges, and it just flies right over, no problem. There's like some bubbles coming up out of the tar, and let me see if I have anything. So
as the bird is flying, I'm describing all of this out loud for them, so they can almost see, if you will.
Very good. So it goes through the tar, and that's when it starts to enter the fog. And visibility drops considerably, about no more than like 10 or 15 feet. But you come in there, and it's like the mist. It's like that's when things get real creepy. You're going around, you can't see very far, but you don't see anybody. The entire town appears to be abandoned. Things look like no one's been here in weeks or more. I don't know. But you fly around. You don't see anybody, and it's difficult to see in the fog. There are some close calls. You almost like fly into a signpost. But you make it through with a little bit of luck, but you scout it out and the town appears to be abandoned. There are a few buildings. You see some buildings that appear to be in some disarray. There's a little butcher shop over there. There's a family house over there, and there's a tavern as well. You see a sign that says Old Pilton's Tavern. You can read it, but the bird cannot.
Right.
And then the
I'm
bird,
going to blow my nose. I can still hear.
All right. The bird returns.
I think we could probably just rule the town out and maybe check out the mine. It's up to you guys, though. You guys are the experienced adventurers.
It'd probably be best to check the town to see if they were killed by.
Yeah, we don't even know if anybody there got killed. For all we know, they could have just gone somewhere else.
And
Oh,
if,
Roanoke on it. I see.
if they were killed by the adventurers were killed by, for like some bird-like things, we
We should leave.
Well, true. We are only here to see if anybody is here, and they're not.
We should definitely keep our guard up in case something like ambushes us.
Yeah.
Like whatever killed those 5 people.
Yeah. So you stay alert. You guys want to do a walk around of the town first?
Yeah, it'd probably be best this because
Sure.
the birds they weren't or I assume they were birds. If
It was a
we
bird, a little songbird.
a
Yeah.
pet-
In fact, go ahead, Daniel. I'm just going to do a
Uh,
screen share. Keep going.
so if the big birds that killed the adventurers destroyed the town, then we would probably see some damage. So if we go to the town and there's no damage, then it's a lot more likely they might have awoken a lich, and if that happens, we should probably leave because
This guy right here. Can you see
yep.
Macaroon? There's that little bird. He's got a fez, nice and short. You know, he's maybe a little academic looking. He's got
What
books.
What is a
Okay.
fez?
The
His
hat, the
Oh.
bucket hat with a.
The name of that hat, that style of hat.
Like FEZ.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a fez. That's what he looks like. You see that little bird. I'm sorry, Daniel, say that one more time.
He wants to see if the town's. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. So in Doctor Who, a while ago, he used to run around with a fez on. I don't remember which Doctor though.
No, you're right. I think that was Matt Smith. That was yeah, you're right. The guy with the bow tie. Bow ties are cool.
I'm a out of game exclusively bow ties only. I can't wear
Bow tie.
neckties. I don't look good in them.
I love it. Yes, absolutely. And we'll be taking a little inspiration from Doctor Who. We'll be portaling around to some other lands, other universes in the future, in the past, in the present, other places, other planets. Another day, we're going to be taking a little inspiration from Doctor Who and the TARDIS. So without further ado, you guys had, here's question here. We had some stuff going on in the beginning and we're getting the hang of it. So we are less than 15 minutes away from, oh no, we're not. We do have 12:30. I was thinking we had until 12. We have until 12:30. Never mind. So the town, the tar pits. Is that right?
Jason,
Daniel, David?
can I do pillars while we do this? Just to stretch a bit.
Wait a little bit. You could stretch a little bit on the floor, but stay on the screen for today. You know, we can do some of that, but we just need to all be conferenced in together. Yeah. So, but otherwise, you can do whatever. So, you guys head towards the tar pits, and you can see a maze of bridges. Bridges is almost like an exaggeration. It's like some planks of wood that you hope to shimmy across without it, going poorly. So you guys take a look, and you're not so sure how many people can fit on any one bridge at a time, right? So there's a series of bridges. They're about 10 feet long, and they go over these little sections. So it's like a maze, right? It's not like one giant bridge, right? Just trying to be clear. Go ahead, Josh.
So is this just one big tar pit that we have to get across?
In a way, yeah. It's with a maze of bridges. Yes, you have to get across the tar pit to reach the town.
Would it be feasible to try to walk around it, or is it too big for that to be a reasonable thing to do?
It is. That's a good question. But you guys seem, to like, it occurs to you that it'll probably be a lot safer if you just do one at a time or something like that, as long as you're not like doubling up on the bridge or whatever. But you can take whatever precautions you want. Is there anyone who's willing to go first? And you look out. I mean, it's like a weird black pool of icky, nasty looking tar.
I would propose that like the lighter people go first, so that if say I'm too heavy for the bridge and I go first and it breaks, then none of us will be able to get across.
But I don't know if I could pull you out.
I'm gonna.
Well, I don't really care.
Oh,
Okay. So David, I think I'm gonna give you my rope for now because you're the strongest.
I can't really hear you that well.
I'm gonna give you my rope for now because if you're the strongest one here, so if anybody falls in, you can pull us out with using the rope.
Okay, so if I combine, how far is the distance wise?
Is what?
The tar pit, how far do we have to go?
You don't know exactly, but I mean, like 50 yards.
We could tie
Like-
more supports to the bridge.
Yeah. So you can try to reinforce the bridge as best as you like and prepare. So we'll say you've got, make good use of that elven rope that you gathered, Daniel, from the Shade Veil and some of your previous adventures. That's been coming in handy a few times, right? So you guys can set up maybe like a little harness system and get going here. So who's the first to go?
We could send Macaroon.
yeah, no, that's cool. I'm totally down for that. That's okay. Yeah.
Here, I'll tie
All right.
a
Let me warm
rope
up.
around you, so if you fall, I'll catch you.
Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. All right.
All right, Macaroon, roll for initiative.
Oh, there's no way that sounds badly. What am I adding to this?
For initiative rolls, you're going to add your mind.
Ah, okay. Great. Oh, 11. I'm rolling a fire today.
All right, so you make it across. So without further delay, let's just get the order, right? We got Macaroon first. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Daniel's going next. And who's next? David,
I'm
Josh.
going next.
David, Josh, you're going to be the caboose, all right?
Okay.
As you go through step, first one's okay, step, second one's okay. You guys are making your way through, getting across the maze here, all right? Trying to be careful, trying to be mindful here. Everybody roll mind.
Not at this time. I figured it out.
You did good.
Oh.
I got 16 total.
21 total.
That's very
21 total. All
Um,
right, you figured
My
it out.
total, I think, is 18.
Daniel,
I got 16 total.
Macaroon.
You said mind?
Yep.
4.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, Macaroon is apparently not very smart.
Macaroon, you slip and fall. You're about to go into the drink, as it were.
Tasty
You're
tar.
teetering back on. You're teetering back right on the edge. You're about to fall into the actual pit unless
My
somebody
bird
can
flies away.
Well,
Does
catch him.
attempt to help me.
catch him. Attempt to help. David,
Yes.
no, David, you're gonna use that rope that Daniel just handed you, right?
Mhm.
All right, so you're gonna toss him the rope.
Yeah.
Pull him back in. Okay. Let me have you make a strength check there, David. And Macaroon, me have you make a little strength check as well. Body.
Sick.
So you're gonna roll body. All right.
16.
16. Oh boy. So it's like almost like he's starting to pull you into the pit instead of you pulling him out of the pit.
Daniel, grab on and help me.
Daniel, we need help. Help. Oh my God. You don't want to get submerged. Go ahead.
That's 19 plus 1. That's 20. Total.
Bam. Okay. Power of teamwork here. It's not super difficult. Thankfully, Macaroon is the lightest of the bunch for sure. And you, Daniel and David working together, you kind of pull. This is where that core training and grip strength with General Declan really comes in handy there, right? You want to be physically capable in an emergency situation. You pull him up. What do you have to say about that, Macaroon, as they save you?
I really appreciate that. I shouldn't be here. I only came because I heard you guys burned something down or something like that. Oh, now's not the time.
Emerging from the black pool, you see something fearsome emerge,
Uh-oh. That's not good.
rising up, and up. Let's see here. Take a look at this.
I don't like that. I don't want to look at that.
It kind of looks like a skeleton dragon, kind of, but like without wings, if you know what I mean. But like I don't think I can see the
Yes.
whole thing, so
This
I'm not completely sure.
I think we forgot to ask if the lich was human.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot to ask what exactly it looks like.
here. So this creature emerges. It's monstrous. It has a huge reach. You all are in combat. First up, we have David. First in initiative order here. What are you going to do about it? And then a quick on deck, it's Daniel or Macaroon. You guys tied for initiative. This creature does look like it's dangerous.
All right,
Oh,
I'll take out my mace.
Wait. Sweet Macy Gray.
Yeah.
Check your inventory. What happened to Sweet Macy Gray, guys?
was that
Okay.
the Mason's actual name? Because that's really good.
Yeah.
Sweet Macy Gray is no longer there on your back or at your trusted by your side. Sweet Macy Gray was consumed at the Sentinel Gate, deep underneath the city of Stone Rift. She sacrificed herself in a moment of need. She is not here to help you.
Did it get destroyed or what?
Yep. Consumed.
Do we know for a fact?
You saw it yourself. You guys were all there near the Sentinel Gate.
Is there a way I could like pull it at like before I've like it's been like Thor's hammer type and it's like come to me?
She's not coming.
Damn. All right, I'll take out my sword then.
Excellent. All right. So do you take out the sword and attack, or are you going to try to flame on?
I flame it on.
All right. Boom. That'll cost you 1 gold. Okay.
Make it fiery?
That's right. You're going to put a little bit of your energy into it. Right?
Oh.
As you activate that magical powers, you got to channel some energy to do that.
Yeah.
So you pull out the sword, activate the flame. Next up, we have Daniel and Macaroon.
I have a question. Is this big mean dragon thing dripping tar?
Yes.
It's coming out of the tar pits underneath us.
Yes.
Light a fire! Light a fire! And I'm going to use gust of wind because you said it's like a maze of platforms built around, correct?
Mhm.
Can I use my gust of wind to push some of the platforms to secure the bridge behind us as we so we have a bigger platform to move around on?
Okay, you're interesting. Yeah, there are some. Wow, this is very clever. Okay, roll bleak.
Come on, dice. I need you here. 19. Haha.
19. You succeed. You can build, you can kind of manipulate some of the bridges around and kind of get like kind of you'll be more reinforced that way. Is that what you
Awesome.
wanted to do? All right.
Yeah, I wanted to have a more solid platform for us to stand on so there's less likelihood we get knocked off.
And let me just check. All right. So for you, that is a cantrip. So you're good. Next up is Daniel.
All right. This is when having every spell you have light things on fire is not a good idea.
Or the best idea.
Yeah. What are the chances of the tar pit catching on fire? All right.
Wait,
I'm gonna
is tar
toss a
flammable?
fireball, because hopefully that would be a small enough ball of fire that isn't light everything on fire.
What is actually?
Hold on, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Yeah. Do you want to try like a firebolt? Do you want to you want to do like a small firebolt, or you want to hit him with the fireball?
I'm gonna hit him with just the firebolt.
Okay.
I don't want to light everyone on fire.
Okay, that'll cost 1 gold.
Yep.
And you roll bleak.
All right, that's a 12 total.
Close, but no cigar. Dodges the firebolt. This flaming projectile goes just over the shoulder. Or maybe even like he's got like skeletal. I don't know. Maybe it kind of goes through like a hole in its like wings. It's like not entirely there. So easy enough to miss. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let me mark that. You're up. Wow. Okay. And Macaroon Daniel, Draco Lich time. All right. Let's see here. Everybody, roll body. Everybody, roll body.
In total.
Okay.
21.
Can I? Okay, let's see. Hang on. I need to check my my character sheet.
I think that's your top one, Josh. So that's a +3.
Yeah. So, my total was 14.
Wait,
Okay.
is it body you said? Or
Body.
Okay, so then I have 20.
Okay, Daniel.
I got 15 total.
Okay, Macaroon.
9.
Wow. So there's a incredible, like this icky tar starts to like drool out of his mouth. And then it spurts out across the bridges like a breath weapon, coming at each and every one of you. You guys somehow manage to dodge and roll out of the way without slipping into the tar, except you are covered in some of the tar, taking 1 damage. Macaroon, you only have 3 hit points. You're down to 2.
Okay, so we all took 1 damage, correct?
No, Macaroon.
Oh, okay.
You guys rolled out of the way and looked cool. I just fell on my face and got covered in tar.
Yeah, it's just like in the movies when the car drives by and there's like a giant splash of water from the puddle, but like somehow one person is totally dry and the other person is like blasted with soaked in water. It's a little bit like that, except it's tar. And Josh, you're next.
I'd like to try to knock out at least one. I'd like to try to knock out at least one of its vertebrae with the maul, if I can reach it, you know, like the neck bones.
Yeah,
I want to try
as
to
it-
knock
it-
out one of the neck bones.
Beautiful. Roll body as you wield that massive maul.
All right. Hang on. Yeah, I think my total is 12. Whoops.
Okay. Did you add your +3?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay,
did.
total of 12. Similar. That's a miss.
Eh,
Uh-oh. Swing. Close but no cigar. But you are at least able to swipe at it, you know, because as it's moving around, you know, you're within range. You can attempt to hit it, but it was just not high enough. Next up, we're back at the top here with David, followed by Daniel and Macaroon. What's up, David? What do you got?
Can I jump at it and try to cut one of its like wings off?
Absolutely. Jumping attack with the flaming longsword. Go ahead and roll body. As the flame comes on. Whew.
Okay, 4.
4. 4 is not going to do it. A leaping
Oh,
attack
sorry.
and a miss. It's coming around again.
Yes, very
David,
much.
I'm sorry. Daniel and Macaroon, you can go, either one of you.
Daniel, you can go next. I might, if you're gonna hit it with fire, I could do something to maybe make it easier for you.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe we should, you know, leave because it's a big bone dragon. and-
Well, if we try to leave, it's probably just gonna try to prevent us from leaving.
True, but
And well,
It's definitely not, yeah, it's not a cooperating
as-
ally, that's for sure.
all right,
But you can still try if you want to try to leave, or if you want to try to attack, that's still your choice.
Well, it's mostly made out of tar, so maybe if we light it on fire, we can scare it enough off. Because right now it probably won't let us leave because we're in its lair.
wait, before we try to set anything on fire, is the bridge made of wood?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You can prepare now. You know, you might be able to light them on fire and run for it. You know, like it's not. He does seem, especially, you know, as a mage, as someone who wields fire magic and understands a little bit of how something like this might even happen. You know, like it could be vulnerable to fire. It could also set the environment on fire. But I mean, you at least will have a little bit of time. It's not going to be like an instant like TPK, if you know what I mean.
Tar doesn't like
Wait,
explode.
what does that
Stays
mean?
burning for a while.
Total party kill.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That would not be fun.
Yeah, that
They
was-
are in a lot of cases, but not today.
Yeah. First adventure, we got ridiculed. All right.
That's happened to me.
All right. I think we'll start, or I'll start moving like away from it.
Okay.
I won't light it on fire yet, because maybe if we get out of the tar pit, it might not be able to follow us because it's, you know, made out of tar. So I'm just gonna start backing away.
Okay, now you're going towards the town or back towards where, like, are you going across to where you were headed, or are you retreating back?
I'm gonna retreat back because our job is to find out why everybody was like missing, and I think we found why everyone is missing.
Okay, you retreat back. That's That's fine. So, Macaroon, you see Daniel here's coming back from whence you came. You know, he's saying like, you know, I don't know. Do you want to shout something, or are you just gonna run?
I'm gonna say let's get out of the tar pits because I mean, if it falls, at least this way won't fall into the pits if it gets too bad.
It's the pits, man. Really. Evan.
Macaroon will pull out his focus, which is a paper fan, and he casts and he swings it at the tar. And I'm going to use Ray of Frost. I'm going to use 3 gold to try to freeze the tar around the lich, keeping it trapped there so we can retreat safely.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
All right. Roll bleak as this frosty magic starts to form centered out of your fan, right? Like a paper fan. Outstanding.
It's going to be a 20 total. I rolled a 17 on the dice.
He's frozen. Ice creeps up, starting from the bottom, moving up and up and up towards his body. It slowly like stops moving, and then it's frozen in place. Outstanding. Let me mark that off. Beautiful use of Ray of Frost. Up next is big old Dracolich. It's going to try to break through the ice. Okay. Immediately snaps through. The ice shards shatter, fall out, showering down into the tar pits. But that took its turn. Instead of attacking you guys or destroying the bridges or killing you, eating you, covering you in tar, setting you on fire, he's broken free. You're there, right, David?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, scoot over. Come on in, my man. We're almost done. We only have less than 20 minutes to go. So, Josh, your turn.
Well, it'd probably be best to just try to, run away like everybody else is doing, mostly.
Tactical retreat. You're gonna follow Daniel?
Yeah, I think so.
Done. Okay, you and Daniel have made it back from whence you came, that side of the tar pits, and we're up at the top. David, that's what you see. These guys are like, get out of the pit, and they've come back. You're up, David.
I'm gonna cut its head off
With the sword.
Yeah,
Roll it.
last chance, like a 10.
Roll body. Yeah, let's make this happen here.
18, 21.
Outstanding. All right, let me roll. So you maybe leap up in the air to get a little elevation there, swipe horizontally with the flaming longsword, cuts into its neck. You see its giant Dracolich head kind of tilts off, not entirely, but close to it, and it erupts in flame. You have dealt a significant amount of damage to this creature. It is barely hanging on. Well done, flaming longsword. All right, so it has now caught on fire. The fire is starting to spread down through its body, down towards the pool of tar. And Daniel and Macaroon, you can go one more time. Daniel, go. Why don't you go ahead?
Did Macaroon follow, or was he still on the bridge?
He's still there on the bridge.
Okay. Well, not everything's starting to go on fire. Can I toss a fireball to see if I can just knock the rest of its head off?
Absolutely. How do you want to do this? What's, you got your own focus item, right?
Yeah.
Take
so
aim.
I'm pull up my trident and I'm gonna, shoot a fireball out of the trident.
Channel your energy, man. Roll your bleak.
That would be 21.
21 total?
18 plus 3, 21.
Daniel, how do you want to do this? You know what that means, right?
What?
Do you know what that means? Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna shoot out out of the prongs of the tip, and it's just gonna cleanly cut the final tiny little bone that's in the way, and it's gonna fall off.
It collapses. It's interesting, it had once been frozen solid, then broke free, then lit on fire and semi-decapitated. You come in with this final blow, blasting out a massive fireball from your trident, and the Dracolich dies, falls down back into the pit from whence it came. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Encounter complete.
Has my bird come back, or
Back here.
is he just completely left me?
Yeah, your bird is flying around nearby, basically just keeping around in the air, because you're actively in combat, so it's difficult for the bird to just chill on your shoulder.
Right.
Yeah, kind of hard just for a bird to just chill out when there's a giant skeletal dragon attacking you.
You're not wrong, but I'll be honest, this has never happened to me. This has never happened to me before. I've never had to deal with a situation like this, and I don't think I ever want to again. I'm going to see if I can intern at the library.
Say that. What'd you say?
I'm going to see if I can intern at the library. I don't know if I want to be an adventurer.
Yes, you should. Yes, become a trained librarian. It's much more chill.
Does it seem like it has as many dragons made of tar or bridges that I can fall off of?
Well, that's at least
Mean pirate gnomes?
that's at least by reputation. It seems like a reasonable assumption. All right.
Right.
So, by the way, guess what? Swamp on you, Mr. Davin. -1 again. You slouching, bro. Sit up. Focus in.
Sorry, I tried to tell my sister to stop my laundry. Then it went to shrink.
How don't you ever offer to do my laundry? I'll give you a gold.
My bad.
All right. Headphones are dying. So
Don't do
Thank
his
you.
laundry. It's not worth it.
That's all right. Don't listen to him. So
One goal.
okay. It's all good, man. As long as you're sitting up paying attention. So you guys have defeated the Dracolich, and you've seen a little bit of what lies in the town, right? The town is effectively abandoned as far as you've seen. You were able to scout it out, but now it's you can go towards the town, you can go towards the mines. What do you say, adventurers, interns?
I'm still wiping tar
Let's go to the mine.
off of myself.
Yeah, you wipe tar. Yeah, you are continuing to wipe tar off of yourself. You took a little bit of damage from that, and you can feel it starts. It's like caustic. You know what I mean? It's a bit of it's almost acidic.
I'm almost freezing it and then chipping it off is the best way to get tar off, I think.
Clever. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you could use a little kind of cantrip version, like a little baby version of your Ray of Frost to help make that easier and kind of cool down the burning sensation that you have on your skin. So guys, we got Macaroon trying to clean himself up. You can proceed as you wish.
Go to the mine.
Almost done. You go into the mines of Misty Meadows. So you've retreated, go back in to these caves. You first encounter some glyphs. So let's pay attention, guys. We have 10 minutes left. All right, come on in, come back, David. Everybody roll mind as you see these glyphs start to form in purple. As you approach the entrance, you notice purple crystals all over the place. And
18. Well, 15 plus 3, 18.
My total is 17.
Daniel?
Got 15 total.
Gosh, I have to, guys, we got to chip in and buy Evan some new dice because I think he's been cursed or
No.
something.
I've moved to 3 different dice.
You're hopeless. All right.
Saturday is their day off.
Macaroon is filled. You see these glyphs, and now you enter, like you're going into the mines, and you're starting to feel like a sense of dread, almost like claustrophobic at the sight of these purple crystals. So everyone is heading in. You're just filled with a bit of dread and trepidation as you continue. If anybody has any, say again?
I really don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Outstanding. There are purple crystals all over, and you reach the first door. And words start to form up above. And it's not really a door so much as a wall. And you cannot pass through physically. The words read, when you make them out, to pass this vigilant glowing sentry, but one substance can grant you entry.
What substance?
To pass this vigilant glowing sentry, but one substance can grant you entry. Crystals lie around throughout the caves.
Crystal.
Do the crystals seem to, do they all seem to be made of the same material, or are they like made of different materials?
The crystals appear to be relatively uniform. Good question. They all seem to have been formed out of the same substance, whatever that may be.
We try to like crush one up.
Okay.
Good idea.
You, as you touch one of the crystals, you get a kind of flash of light as something starts to enter your mind. And do you approach the door?
Yeah.
You go through. You put your hand through when once it was impassable, but it's like a purple translucent wall. And David is now on the other side. You saw him pick up a crystal and go through.
Can I keep the crystal in my bag?
Yes.
Yeah, there might be more barriers like this that could be helpful.
So, and if you, let me just check on one thing. All right, so you guys see, there's not much more to it than that. Let me just give a quick roll here. So in order for you to get through, you got to do what Davin did, but you feel almost sick, like there's bile burning in your throat and in your stomach just upon the reaction as you take possession of this crystal. It allows you to pass through, but each and every one of you, as you pick up your own crystal to pass through, you experience the same kind of sickening sensation.
So maybe
Did I have the sickening?
They might be toxic, so that's unfortunate.
Daniel?
As a mage, do I like know where this comes from, or does it?
Yeah, can I roll a mind to see if we can determine what this crystal is, like actually is?
Yeah, for sure. In fact, yeah, go ahead and roll it, because especially as magic users, the two of you, Daniel and Macaroon, can try to figure out what's up with the crystals.
Did I get sickened from it, Jason, or was it them? Or did
Fine.
we all get sickened?
Everybody who came in contact with it. And crystals are cool, Daniel. You know, they're really they make beautiful gifts, and they can
I rolled a
your
21.
chakra and
I got sick too, right?
yeah, everybody
Or-
did. Yes, in order to get
Okay.
through. That is correct. What did you say, Evan?
I rolled a 21.
Okay. This somehow comes, it must be a source of very powerful, magical, negative energy. The kind of energy that you would be channeling as a lich, frankly. That's what the undead, it's like necromantic, negative energy.
Can we assume that these crystals are his phylacteries?
Possibly, but there's an awful lot of them, it's not
Okay.
like usually the phylactery, you're like, oh, that's it.
That one thing right there. Okay.
Yeah, but you see that these crystals are forming, they almost look like, oh, look at these natural crystals, like a cave of crystals, but you can tell that it is unnaturally occurring, but they're all over the place, they're shiny, they're reflective.
Okay, so we're
And-
getting close to his phylactery then.
Yes. So have all of you passed through this wall?
Yes.
We encounter another room. As you pass through, there's a flash of light. You find yourself somewhere deep in the mines. The floor looks like so, made of purple crystal. You see dead bodies everywhere here in the mines of Misty Meadows. You have found the missing townsfolk. They've all come in here. There's a lot of them all lined up, and two of them stand out in particular. There are two gnomes, one male, one female, and the small female gnome looks like part of her head exploded, and the other gnome looks like he has crystals embedded. He's been decapitated, but you can see next to him, his head has crystals popping out of his skull, and he has crystals popping out of his arm, and in one of his fists, like crystal shards embedded throughout his body. And then you see he's missing his right arm, like
Oh my god.
cut off just
So
below the elbow.
when you say embedded, you mean like they got stuck like in him like shards of glass? Or did they like sprout from him?
It's not clear, but
Okay.
it's something, that's a very good question. You're wondering how that might have happened. And then you hear a voice in your head. You can feel like in your mind, this presence coming from deep underneath the floor. And you can picture it, a coffin, writhing, rattling, silver chains
Oh,
wrap around and around and around the coffin.
that's the lich.
Welcome.
Hello?
Hi.
I didn't expect to have visitors again so soon.
Are you the one stealing people from that town?
From the town of Misty Meadows?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no.
What happened?
I am the Lich Vorgeldrakis. Who might you be? Who enters my chamber?
That's not important right now, but why do you kill those people?
Those people were not killed in vain. It was a great sacrifice.
For what?
I've been down here for 1,000 years. I wish but one thing. I wish to die.
You want to die?
One final time.
And how do we do that?
Let's make a deal.
Depends. What is it?
I, Vorgeldrakis, will offer you incredible power, riches, magic, beyond your wildest dreams. All I ask is that you help me die this one final time.
How do we help you die?
A simple soul transfer will do.
Not doing that.
Wait. Go on. Could you explain to us what that would entail?
Of course. We're all friends here, aren't we?
It depends.
Yeah, I'd love a friend.
Very well. Friends help friends. That's what it's all about. My
Friends also don't trade
previous-
souls.
Yes, I need but a little more soul power to return to my living form and then die my one final time. So you know, Macaroon and Daniel, that him as a lich, it's not that he can't be killed, it's that he comes back every time. And you see he's trapped down in the coffin, drowning, burning, dying over and over and over again, deep in the tar pits underneath Misty Meadows. Vorgeldrakis has been there for 1,000 years, but he wishes to die one final time. So, the deal, we will make a pact. I will offer you incredible powers. You will become one of the world's most powerful wizards, sorcerers, magic users. And all I ask is for you to complete the soul transfer. Find
not
for
doing
me the soul gauntlet that I once had my hands on. Phoebus Turnscrew invented it. He lies here before you. You see that he's referencing that dead gnome's body with the embedded crystal shards and missing one of his arms. Find for me the soul gauntlet. Bring back that energy. Complete the transfer. Allow me to die one final time. And all the power that I have amassed will be yours.
Done.
Anyone else have a reaction?
I feel like it's like a trap.
No trap.
I'm a little bit suspicious, but I also kind of want to help. So I'm willing to do it.
I friends don't give people unlimited power just because they do something. So I have a feeling it's a trap. I have a feeling he's gonna transfer your soul and he's gonna steal your body, so that way you have unlimited power. So I don't think.
I can see your concern. Let me put it to rest. The souls need not be yours. As you can see, we had plenty. I was so close. It was working. I had the soul gauntlet. We had the transfer. It was about 50% complete. Things were interesting.
While
to finish.
While he is talking, I will cast ghost sound so that only the other three people in the party can hear this. And I'll say, let's just agree and go home and tell General Declan. Then we don't have to deal with this. That's their problem again. We've solved our mission. He just seems like he's gonna keep talking.
Agreed.
I agree.
Have the convocation deal with it.
Yeah, because if they dealt judgment, then it's, I guess, their turn to appeal it, I guess.
Yeah.
They've probably got good lawyers that could handle this.
Yeah.
Say again, Evan?
They've probably got really good lawyers that could handle this. I don't see why a bunch of interns should have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Interns. Is that what you are? You're
Sorry, we're having a
capable of
private
so much more.
conversation.
Don't you want to realize your full potential?
As a librarian?
No, as a mage.
Sure.
I don't think they're separate.
They're not mutually exclusive. You can do both.
Yes, I'm not offering you the greatest powers in library science. I'm offering you a pact. I will be your patron. I will give you your energy. And upon completion of the soul transfer, upon my final death, I will pour the rest of my energy into you. And you will gain.
Legally, we can't do this.
What?
There's a whole lot of
We can have our higher ups with,
issues. We'll send
we
our
can have our higher ups with the better lawyers do it.
yeah. We'll send you our lawyer. You have a great day. And
Why
Macaroon's
are we
slowly
talking
back-
about lawyers?
Because it seems like a lot of legal jargon that's happening right now, and
We got to get this book back.
You
What?
kind of have a
what? Tell us the book. Oh man, now I'm in
For
trouble.
what?
Yeah, he's.
Did you say a book?
No.
There can be great power in a book.
It's like a phone book. It's
Enough of this nonsense. I have a deal to offer you. Accept or decline. But one way or another, that soul gauntlet will be mine. Now.
But if we don't do it, then it's not our liability if you like end the world.
Yeah, we don't want any of the like. We don't own this building, so if you get hurt, it's like why you put a fence around your yard if they have a playground.
You there. He kind of psychically turns his attention towards you, Daniel. Will offer you incredible magic powers. I will be your patron. In exchange, you will seek and find me the soul gauntlet. I will give you some of your power now to make sure that you can complete this task. And upon completion, the rest of my power will be yours. What say you?
No, thank you. I think we should talk to the conclave first, because technically you're still in jail, and this would kind of be like breaking a criminal out of jail. So
I don't want to be free. I said I want to die.
they're kind of the same thing.
I decline.
I decline. They're the same
I'll
thing.
do it.
At that, you blink, and then your eyes, one of your eyes turns into a purple crystal. Yes, you will be my vessel.
Uh-oh.
Macaroon, you have gained 100 gold coins. Eldritch Blast and Fear, new spells, new powers. You feel more magical energy surging through your gnome body than you've ever felt before.
I still don't trust this. He's gonna end up like the other guy that had crystals like growing out of him and shit.
I certainly hope not. That sounds terrible.
You can
I
add
mean-
100 gold to your bank account, Macaroon, and we'll take care of your new spells as well. We'll add that to your
Tour
character.
guide.
Yep.
Is there a way to like, if it like tries to like take over him or whatever, is there a way to stop it?
What do you mean exactly?
Excuse me.
Like
Hang on,
if,
Josh. Let's do one at a time.
Like if more crystals start coming out of his body and it starts like killing him, is there a way to reverse it or stop it?
Hey, that's a good question. This is all kind of new for you, right? So as we're wrapping up, you're talking about your teammate here who's got the crystals now, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure how to stop it, if possible. That's a good question. Like you're like, what is going on? Like you see his body, Macaroon's body is starting to transform. That's just the first beginning. His left eye turns that purple hue. And what about you, Josh? Do you accept?
Not now. Maybe at some point in the future, but I think I might want to have more time to think about it.
Don't take too long. You, Macaroon, you shall be my champion.
All right.
I'll impart upon you magical energies. You will find the soul gauntlet. Bring it back to me. Was
Just as-
taken. My previous champion invented it. He had it. But his process was interfered with. He has been slain, as you can clearly see before you. You must recover this item. Find the party of 5 adventurers that came in here, killed him, took the gauntlet, and left. When you return, we will complete the bargain, and all of my power will be yours. And with that, guys, we're calling it an end to the first ever live action fitness adventure session. To be continued, guys.
We didn't see gloves on the bodies of those people that were outside. We didn't see a special gauntlet.
No, you did not see a gauntlet, but there is a dead
There was
body
an
down there with a
amulet.
missing arm.
Right. A mystery. Well, that
A
was fun.
mystery,
Thank you for
yes.
having.
He was decapitated, his arms taken, the item was taken, and the rest of the missing townsfolk, Vorgel Dragas explains, you know, he told you they were halfway through his soul transfer. They were taking souls from the townsfolk of Misty Meadows, and let's just say the process was interrupted and needs to be finished. Find the soul gauntlet, bring it back to my chamber, and we shall finish this deal.
Well, this has been a very good time. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you. It was fun.
All right, peace out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you,
And
Jason. I'll see you in 3 weeks when I get back.
yeah, man, have a good time with your trip, dude. I'll see you when you get back. And
Thank you so much. Bye.
peace out, everybody.